Don't you?
Yeah. Cinderella.
She saw Cinderella. Guess what? This isn't it. Is it? No. This is the story of Rindecella. And Rindecella had to do all the wordy-dirt. She had to fub the score and pine the shots and shans, and she even had to wash the windows in. You can't change that. And all she had were wordy dags to wear. And every day her two ugly sisters and her mugly other would make fun of her, and she'd go out there, you could charge and tease the pickets, and she'd go, hoo-boo, hoo-boo. I gotta do all the wordy-dirt. I gotta fub the score and pine the shots and shans, and I even gotta wash the windows in. You can't change that. But in the meantime, now Rindecella, she lived in the kingdom of the hung prancing youth. He was a charming fella. And he decided that he was going to throw a drafty festival and invite all the beautiful girls in the kingdom. And the invitation even came to the home of the two ugly sisters and the mugly other, and they went, woo, woo, we're going to the ball, we're going to the ball. And Rindecella said, can I go, can I go? What'd they say?
No.
They said, everybody, you can't go. You gotta fub the score and pine the shots and shans and wash the windows in. You can't change that. Now, in the meantime, the hung prancing youth, who was a Barney Hastard, he gets ready for the dressy festival, and then the two ugly sisters and the mugly other, they got all gussied up to go in their most beautiful hour. And poor Rindecella, she went out there, you can charge, and what'd she do, Izzy? Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. She hoo-hooed. But guess what happened? Along came her Gary Podmother, and she said, bibbity-bobbity-boo. And you can't change that. And there was Rindecella in the most beautiful gown you ever did see. She was covered in poopies and rolls. And this is my favorite part of the whole story. So, because it was wonderful. She goes, I'm going to the ball, I'm going to the ball. And Gary Podmother said, yes, but you've got to remember, you've got to be home before the mocha stridnight, or you'll turn into a tumpkin. She didn't want to turn into a tumpkin. She goes, I'll remember, I'll remember. Off Rindecella goes to the ball. She comes in. She sees the hung prancing youth. He sees her. Their eyes that they lell in fub. They danced all night. Then Rindecella looked up at the clock and went, woo-hoo, gotta go. She went trippy down the steps, and guess what happened? She slopped her dripper. But she had to keep on going. Now, in the meantime, the hung prancing youth, he found that dripper that she slopped, and he said, this is the most beautiful girl in all the world. She is my one root trust, and I must find her again. And so he came knocking to every house in the kingdom. Finally came to the home of the two ugly sisters and the mugly others. And the first ugly sister went, oh, I'll try it on, I'll try it on. She wore 9.5 double wide D. Fitting did. Second ugly sister went, I'll try it on, I'll try it on. 10.5 wide double E. Fitting did her either. Now in the meantime, even the mugly other tried it on, and everybody go, we know it's fitting did her. So, in the meantime, the birds and the mice, they got Rindecella, who was locked up in the attic, and they got her out, and she comes trippy down the steps in them little super slim 6.5 double A little feet that slide into anything. And she looked at the hung prancing youth, and he looked at her, and that foot slipped right into the dripper she slopped, and their eyes leapt at, and they knew it was Rue Trub. And they lived happily ever after. And the moral of the story is, we all have to be home before the mocha stridnight, or we'll turn into something. The end.